Let's look at graphing these categorical variables. There are two types of graphs that can be used for categorical data, bar charts and pie charts. Both types of charts can be used to display both counts, relative frequencies, and percent frequency for each level. Bar charts are also called column charts because the bars can be vertical. Bar charts can also be horizontal, but in either case, the difference is purely aesthetic and doesn't change the meaning of the analysis. Here on this slide, we're going to use the exact same sample that we had before. You can see we have our counts, our relative frequency, and our percent frequency. We're going to use the bar chart in Excel or in any other application, and we'll use the information to create the columns represented. And you can see here, when we create the bar chart, it will look like this, where blue goes to 2, green goes to 3, and red goes to 2. Please take a look at the other video on doing this in Excel. So this module here will go through all the concepts, and then we have a separate video that will go through how to do this in Excel. The same bar chart could be used to show the relative frequencies as well. The bar chart on the right just changes the Y scale to be the percentages, and we just do a bar chart for those percentages, and you can see the chart looks exactly the same. The only difference is the Y scale has changed. The Y is the vertical part here on the left. Now we could use a pie chart to show the exact same information because it provides the reader with an easy interpretation of the proportion of items as a representation of the whole data set. Remember, the pie chart is showing us 100% of everything. So by doing this, we'll actually be able to see those percentages a little bit more visually. So the example on the right, using the button color here, in Excel, it tells us that there's 2 items which were red. Again, the gray area is now represented for red. So we have 2 items there at 29%, it rounded. And the same thing for the blue, 2 at 28%, and it rounded down on there. And on the 3 for green, it went 43%. So Excel is doing its own rounding so that it can fit everything into that 100%. Here's a case of the rounding error. But again, it's basically the same. If it didn't do that rounding, 28.6 would round to 29, 28.6 on the other one would round up to 29, and the pie chart would have a problem because it would be 101%.